I was born in Macklemoresville, Tennessee, which is halfway between Memphis and Nashville. And here's my joke. When I was born, the population of Macklemoresville was 200. It's exploded since then to 311. East Tennessee has something West Tennessee doesn't. I was reminded of it again when I got here. It's got a timeless quality. It's very, very, very old, and it still seems fresh and new and hopeful. I don't know how you would say it. I don't like, everybody says everything is spiritual now. So I try to stay away from saying something is spiritual. But this is a highly spiritual part of the world. And it's so beautiful. Nobody has to spend anything on landscaping here. All you have to do is just clear out enough trees to get your house situated. And Mother Nature does the rest. You know, you forget how beautiful it is, where there are all kinds of trees, all kinds of birds flying, and the sweetest people. You forget that if you're away a little bit, you know, and I'm here every so often, but it's a treat to come back. My husband's character, Abner Meacham, is desperate to get back into this old, sweet house where he shared so many happy years of his life with his wife, Ellen. And it puts him a little bit off mentally, maybe. Of course, the way I see it, the script is so beautiful, written by Scott Teems. It's so beautiful. I don't think Abner's crazy a bit. They all accuse him of that in the movie, but I don't think he is. I'd be just as aggressive in trying to get out of the nursing home and get back home. It's a very interesting proposition, this plot. It has to do with, as Abner says later on, I don't want to go back to that nursing home. It's not a nursing home. It's a factory where they make dead people, and I don't want any part of it. That's pretty tough language. I mean, it's not Jean-Paul Sartre, but it's not a Hallmark movie. And I mean no disrespect to the Hallmark movie, but this is an intellectual undertaking on the part of Scott Teems. But it's very entertaining. It's very funny, and Hal Holbrook is very funny. And of course, I don't have any lines. It's the easiest thing I've ever done. I was his coach for his Southern accent at home, and so I know the part very well. I know his part very well, and a lot of other parts too. I was so afraid because I cannot stand to see actors come in and deliver off, wrong, overdone, editorialized, characterized Southern accents. I can't stand it. It's offensive to me. It's insulting. And they do it. I'm not going to name any names. Big movie stars. They do it, and it's disgusting. So I was on Hal all the time to, you know, pull off of it, and he agreed, and just be. He's lived in the South so long now with me that a Southern accent isn't difficult for him. And he adored my father, who lived with us for 20 years after my mother passed away. And he thought that his accent was minimal and had a dignity to it. And so I think he, you know, his effort is to sort of speak like my father did. It's authentic, you know, every word in the script. To me, and I have an ear that's on the lookout for an inauthentic Southern portrayal. I think it's really true, and winds up doing us all a very sweet service. There's nothing like being right there. This house, yesterday when I was working there in this house with Hal, it gave me everything that I needed, and I think that's, you know, that's largely what happens. 90% of the acting job is done by the location, and the other 10% is the costume. Then there's nothing left. You just stand up and let it rip.